Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time.
Let that be a lesson to you. They may be cute when they're small, but they grow up. Yep, so we've been spying our way to victory in the last couple of matches, but it's really an iffy proposition of can this deck keep control of the board long enough to start just dropping down sort of 5 to 7 cost death machines, of which I have a fair number, and especially if I'm drawing any cards with my Warlockiness, I will likely get them. But my main problem is I will likely get them all in my starting hand. Get an extra card. Double Hellfires. Exactly what nobody wants in their starting hand. Similarly not great for the starting hand, but I mean, the Mortal Coil Fairy Dragon is pretty solid. Should be able to do something with it. So I could coin out the Fairy Dragon. Save it and try and coin out the Ogre. I'm going to coin out the Fairy Dragon. I might get Flame Cannon, but it's hard to turn down coin Fairy Dragon. It's not going to be Frostbolted. Arcane Missile is 50-50 and would take her whole turn. Snow Chugger's pretty annoying. Given that it's a Fairy Dragon, though, I don't think I'm going to trade there. I think I'm actually going to take the damage and go for that. I mean, I'm not worried about being frozen myself. She'll probably trade for that, but it's not that easy for her to just blow this up. If she doesn't trade, okay. If she didn't trade, I could have hit that and then Mortal Coiled it, and it would have been awesome. But, no, I think we're just going to go this way. I probably should have played the Spider Tank, try and sucker her, because she would lay it, I can beat that! And then just Mortal Coil in and play him. Get too Machiavellian sometimes, but that might have been good. Oh, that is not good. Just doing the trade, which is fine. I could actually pair these guys up, potentially. What did she get from the Unstable Portal, though? It's like, choose the form of the Destructor. That's basically what it is when that happens. So do I spend all my mana playing this guy, because then I would have him out, but I lose the surprise value? Because next turn I could play him and Mortal Coil, so I could kill something with 6 hit points if I had to. Which is a totally severe issue, because that Unstable Portal was something that cost more than 4, or she would have probably played it. So, damn. So I'm wondering if I should save him. If I put him out, like, he's unlikely to just get killed by whatever it is. There's also the potential that I could Power Overwhelming and throw in the Mortal Coil or the Hellfire next turn. So yeah, I am just going to play him and hit her for 2. I hate wasting his charge that way, but he's fairly tough, so she's probably not going to kill him and play whatever gigantic monstrosity she unstabled.
For the crusade!
Okay. Little odd. He's going to get shot, but it still takes her mana to do that. Now, I could get him out, and that would be kind of tempting, because it's still a turn before Flame Strike time, but I think I'm going to want to Mortal Coil that. I don't want her getting buffed. So my plan is to do that, then Mortal Coil her, draw me a card, another Water, of course, and play this, which is fairly robust. And if it can survive, then I can get my Tinkertown Technician buffed, so he'll be a much better value, and of course give me a spare part. No, you're going to shoot that instead of him. Awesome. Stupid Fire Elemental, but I can still Power Overwhelming it. In fact, I don't even have to, because I can Dark Bomb it. Can't Big Game Hunter it. He's not large enough for that league, but The Dark Bomb, probably pretty solid. Except then what do I do with my turn? You know what, I can't do much else with my turn if I do that. I think I'm actually going to waste the Power Overwhelming. This is much more flexible, and if I use Power Overwhelming, I can cast one of my Watchers, so we'll definitely do that. I've got my eye on you. Yeah. Wow, she was willing to flame strike him on his own. That is a gigantic win. Huge. So happy. Now, I could play him and the Tinkertown Technician. I mean, this guy's unlikely to ever get buffed. So that would be two things. Or I could play this, make it a 6/6 by drawing a card, and I'm going to do it just for the psychological value. Because she just, like, I just got rid of him, and then, like, oh, now here's a bigger one. If she has a fireball, then that's going to get bounced back. Like, ha ha ha, I got you both. But she spent a Flame Strike on one minion, and that is fantastic. So he can potentially grow ridiculously. Like, if she plays a bunch of stuff, I could Hellfire them and buff this guy with my, the craziness. So, how do I want to do it? He's still too small to Big Game Hunter, alas. Now, I could play the Doom Guard, which would cost me some of my precious ass cards. Like, these are good cards, some of them. Whatever I lose is going to be good cards. But I have 1,000,000 cards, and he can kill that and technically live. I mean, he'll get shot next turn, but he can kill that and live. Then I can see what pops out of it and decide whether to Dark Bomb it or just, like, buff him by drawing a card. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Even though it hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
A paltry task.
Let's find out what comes out of that. Oh, she got a crappy one. That is not what she wanted at all. So let us enlarge. Wow. Yeah, like that. So that's unfortunate. Oh, I wish I had my Hellfire back. This guy's gonna be in trouble. I can actually Dark Bomb him, which I think is definitely the right move. It'd be nice to play this, but I could Dark Bomb him, and I could play her, and then grow him, basically. So if I'm gonna draw a card, let's draw the card first, though. I don't see how it would change things. Shadow Flame would be good in other circumstances. It's not really what's called for now. But let's heal him and me. That's pretty worthwhile, Yeti. She's still trying to figure out what to do with him. She must eventually get another card that can just blow him up, right? She keeps shooting him. She's like, stay down! Now, what is the secret? That is the question. I'm somewhat concerned about what the secret is. So I'm going to first attack her in case of Vaporize, obviously. It is not a Vaporize. Then... I'm tempted to play the Mad Bomber to see what happens with the damage. If he hits me, it'll grow my guy. Plus, if it's a mirror entity, this would be awesome. And also hitting him would be awesome. Nice! And it's a mirror entity. That's what I was hoping for. So now, I can blow them both up with Shadow Flame on her. Which I think is the thing to do. I don't have, like, lethal or something. No, I don't. I think killing them is quite worthwhile. Instead of growing him again, I don't need the cards as much. I like my life. I'm just going to play a Yeti. Having more things out is a little bit more insurance than just giving him 2 more hit points. If she has a Fireball, Fireball plus Fire Blast, she would kill him anyway. But this is another thing I have out. I do win this one. I'm very happy with that performance. As soon as she Flame Striked a single minion, especially when I had, like, the better, I was going to play him and it was going to be better the next turn anyway, I was pretty sure I had it won at that point. These guys, as I suspected, are tremendously scary in the arena. It's all about, can I get to that point before I'm dead? Because I think this deck does have it has the advantage, I think it's got enough serious, fat sort of threats that the opponent is unlikely to have enough good solutions for them in the arena. Your opponent is unlikely to have enough polymorphs and fireballs that they get to handle the large number of, you know, big-ass, threatening 5-cost sort of minions I have in here. Plus a couple of bigger ones. But I've got to get to that point. So this is actually about as good as my starting hands get. Got some coverage in case something big comes out. Well, something medium comes out. So that's good. I'm not going to get any combos off the cannon. It's pretty unlikely. Even if I do, it would just trigger once off the pirate captain. That's like all it would do. But it's still a 2-3 for 2, and we like those. Floating Watcher, you are premature, buddy. Just close your eye for now. Don't look. Okay. Play a dude. That is fine. Next turn, Spider Tank or Shadow Bolt. My opponent has the coin and hasn't used it yet, so Shadow Bolt might be in order. Coin, Dark Acolyte. You should just coin Dark Acolyte. And then I Shadow Bolt. And you're just not down with that plan, huh? Okay. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be... I'm calling Velens on the Goblin. And then do a bunch of damage to me or kill one of my guys or something. It'll be unpleasant. I'll be able to finish him with a Shadow Bolt, hopefully, but not necessarily. Probably. You know you're going to Velens your Goblin. No, you're not. You're coining something. Ah, interesting. Well, I have a pretty darn good solution for that. No sense messing around. It's a priest. If like damaging those guys doesn't help, he will totally win if it's fighting between them. But if I can get rid of them, oh, I don't like that Thought Steal. My opponent's gonna get some big cards to help finish me up. Really? You have the crappy boar? You're gonna get a big, like that crappy boar was a big deal. It helped you a lot. So the Witcher is initially immune to Cleric, care about the power of like attack power based spells, basically. But it won't be for long. Aw, you bastard! Freaking hate those guys, because they're good and I don't get them. Like, never for me. So this has a 2 out of 3 chance of killing that. This has a much better chance of killing that, but then what do? I'm going to try and implosion it. There's a 2 out of 3 chance that this will be tremendously advantageous, and 1 in 3 chance that it's going to suck and put me way behind. We did it! We successfully rolled a die. Virtually. That worked out well, though. The successful implosion put me in a much better situation. I can hit him and then Shadow Bolt him. And means I'm not buffing this guy the turn he comes out. But again, 4 attack, not the worst. So yeah, we're going to do this. Oh, I can't play him this turn, actually. I was wrong. But we're going to do that anyway. And we're going to play Buddy, even though I'll probably draw a mech right afterwards. But I just want to get some stuff out there to do things. It would have been nice to just play the Watcher and grow him, but I don't know. I have faith in the ability of things to go wrong. I much prefer the situation where I have board control. I much prefer if my opponent would stop drawing a billion of my cards. It will go ill for me soon. I can tell. Speaking of going ill. No, we're not going to mess around with that too much. I think we're going to destroy the universe here. This guy will be the only survivor, and then I play him. No, I don't even play him. If there are no survivors, then I go Force Tank. It's a little early for mind control. It'll most likely get Shadow or Death. Maybe Big Game 100. But it's worth a try, because it's pretty damn threatening if it doesn't have one of those bad things. That's also pretty threatening. That guy could definitely be dangerous. Hellfire 3. Because I can play this guy in Hellfire, but it's not going to work out quite right.
So many possibilities.
No, I think we're going to use this to kill that. That's what we're going to do. Take the bubble for that one. Blow that. And we will once again have the only monstrosities in play. Yes. So it's looking good. What will now go wrong? Shadow or Death would be bad. That guy's not the best, but could be worse. Okay, that was not a bad turn at all. We're okay with this so far. Now, do I play the Mad Bomber? He can totally screw things up. But I always have the option of just blowing one of these guys. And if he hit, like, blowing him with the Shadow Flame. I don't know what you were thinking.
So many possibilities.
Now, I could Hellfire, which would make him bigger. It would kill this, but then what am I going to do to kill that? That is the problem. I could also Power Overwhelming the Mad Bomber after he goes off and does crazy things. That's got to be the way to do it, because that's a 7 damage Shadow Flame.
So many possibilities.
And you never know, he might buff me or something, but mostly 7 damage Shadow Flame. So let's see how badly it goes wrong. Hit me. Hit me. Yes. Yes. Sick. Yes. Your move. I spy with my little eye someone who is dead. If you mind control, you can't heal yourself, and you will die from Hellfire.
Who dares summon me?
Oh, that's always interesting. Oh, there goes your mind control. Can't complain about the Eyes of Doom. They're doing pretty well. This has already been a much better run than I expected. The first game is seriously how I expected pretty much all the games to go. Even before I played the first game, I was like, yep, that's what's going to happen. But so far my opponents have not been overly successful in preventing me from reaching the floating Watcher of Doom sort of stage. I do have 3 AoEs, 2 of which combo with my floating Watcher, one of which is like one of the best AoEs. Like, Shadow Flame is amazing, especially when you have Power Overwhelming. I've been getting the combos, and we'll just see how long that will keep up next time. Please click the legendary like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demon Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.